For decades, we've been on a relentless quest to shrink our technology. We went from room-sized computers to desktops, then to laptops, and finally, to the glass rectangles we carry in our pockets. But we've hit a wall. There's only so small a device can get before it becomes useless. The phone in your hand is the peak of an old paradigm, the last of its kind. The era of carrying a glass slab is officially over. We're not just shrinking the screen anymore, we're eliminating it. We're moving past looking at devices and stepping into a new reality where the entire digital world is embedded directly onto our corneas. Imagine a world where your eyes are the ultimate invisible terminal, forever blurring the line between biological perception and digital reality. This isn't science fiction. This is the final frontier of personal computing. So, how do we get there? The journey starts with what I call the death of the rectangle. Think about it. Every screen you use, from your TV to your smartwatch, is a glowing box you look at. This creates a fundamental separation between you and the information. You are here, and the digital world is over there. But that's changing. We're witnessing a profound psychological shift. Moving from looking at a screen to living inside a persistent digital layer that overlays our physical world. Remember those bulky VR and AR headsets from the mid-2020s? They were clunky, awkward, and socially isolating. They were a necessary but clumsy first step. Today, we've leapfrogged that technology. We've transitioned to invisible, biocompatible micro-LED lenses that are virtually indistinguishable from regular contacts. The future isn't a headset you wear. It's a lens you can't even see. Engineering this invisible interface was the single biggest challenge. How do you put a computer inside the human eye? The eye is a delicate, saline-soaked environment, hostile to traditional electronics. The breakthrough came with the development of flexible, oxygen-permeable polymers infused with graphene circuitry. This allows the hardware to not only survive but thrive, letting your eye breathe naturally while housing a powerful processor. Then there's the control system. Forget waving your hands in the air like in old sci-fi movies. The interface is far more intuitive, far more intimate. Advanced eye-tracking sensors use the subtle flick of a pupil as the primary cursor. A glance selects, a sustained look opens, a blink closes. Your intent is translated into action instantly, without a single physical gesture. But what about power? You can't just plug your eyeball into a wall socket. The genius here lies in energy harvesting. These lenses are powered by a combination of two sources. They capture kinetic energy from the eye's natural, constant micromovements. And they receive wireless top-ups from small, discrete charging hubs you can place on your nightstand or desk. The lens is always on, always connected, and always ready. Once you solve the engineering, you unlock the ability to completely rewire human perception. This is where things get truly mind-bending. With a smart lens, your vision is augmented with a real-time semantic layer. You look at a plant and its species name appears. You meet someone and their name and last interaction details float beside them. This fundamentally changes our cognitive load. You no longer have to struggle to recall information. It's just there, presented contextually when you need it. Your brain is freed up to focus on higher-level thinking, on connection, on creativity. We're also entering the age of mediated reality. Don't want to see that flashing billboard? Filter it out. Overwhelmed by the visual chaos of a crowded street? Turn on a minimalist filter that only shows you the path to your destination. You become the curator of your own visual world. The most profound effect, however, is the blur. After a while, your brain stops distinguishing between biological vision and the digital injection. The information overlay becomes as real, as natural, as the light hitting your retina. It's no longer an augmented reality. It's just reality. But this incredible power comes at a cost, both socially and for our individual sovereignty. Let's talk about privacy. What happens when everyone has an always-on, undetectable camera in their eye? The concept of public anonymity could vanish overnight. Every conversation, every interaction could be recorded, stored, and analyzed. How do we consent to being filmed when the camera is invisible? This creates a world without secrets, a society under constant, decentralized surveillance. Then there's the new digital divide. It won't be about who has a smartphone and who doesn't. It will be a biological chasm between those with augmented vision and those restricted to unenhanced sight. Will augmented individuals have an insurmountable advantage in education, in the workplace, in social settings? We could be creating a new, biologically defined class system. And perhaps the most disturbing question is about ownership. Who owns your field of view? If a corporation can place a persistent logo in the corner of your vision, or charge you a subscription to filter out ads that they themselves are beaming into your eye, are you still in control? We could be renting space within our own line of sight. Where does this all lead? The smart contact lens is just the first step. It's the final piece of external hardware before technology moves inside us completely. The next logical progression is from a lens on the eye to a direct neural link in the brain. The lens acts as a bridge, conditioning our minds to accept a seamless fusion of the digital and biological. Once that connection is made, we're no longer just accessing a network. We become part of it. The dream is a screenless world of ultimate freedom, where information is effortless and our biological limitations are transcended. But the potential nightmare is a world where we lose a shared, objective physical reality. If everyone is living in their own custom-filtered bubble, do we have any common ground left? This forces us to confront the ultimate question. In this final integration, are we truly expanding the human experience? Making ourselves more capable, more connected, more human? Or are we willingly becoming the final, perfect, biological node in a vast global network, trading our autonomy for the illusion of godlike power? The future is in our eyes. Let's hope we like what we see. Thanks for watching. If this look into the future blew your mind, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss what is coming next.